Hey guys, welcome back. So this is my first month of dividends investing. So if you have watched my channel before, then you know I've just started investing. I've invested in my first property. So my first property is currently under renovation. So you can go back and watch that. That's almost complete. And I've also started investing now into stocks. So this is pretty much a channel on my journey, the learnings, the fails, and also just sharing something for you and building a community where we can share the same interests pretty much. But I'm pretty much going to take you into my dividends so far that I've made my first month. So let's recap on what I've done previously. So if you, like I said, if you did see my last video of the start of the journey, I pretty much invested £1,000 into my portfolio. That was on the 27th of Jan, so just the end of last month. And then pretty much every week I've been investing £20 a week into the portfolio, so it works out roughly £100 a month and going into the portfolio. So yeah, my first big one was £1,000. I put £500 into the almost daily dividends pie, which is the main focus here, and the other 500s I separated into separate companies, which we're going to dive into now. Of course, it has. So let's get back into this. So once it loads, yeah, as you can see, basically £1,000, as you can see here, the top of the screen. £1,000 was on the 27th, and then £20 pretty much every week. And that's not too bad of a return in the last 3 weeks. So we've seen a 2.12% increase. So like I said, 500 was that into a pie. So the almost daily dividends pie consists of 50 companies. It's a pie that is already on Trading 212. So if that's something you do want to go into, then click on the link in the description box for Trading 212 and then get yourself signed up. All these small ones, so pretty much, because I said it's 50 companies, every company pretty much had a £10 put into it because I invested £500 into the pie. They recommend, I think, the minimum of £400 to invest into the pie to see some kind of comeback. So because I was investing £1,000, I just thought I'd invest £500 into the pie. But like I said, it's 50 companies. A lot of them are lined up here, which are under the thing, and you'll see a couple which has 100 and say it's over £100. And that's pretty much the single companies I invested in after the pie. So Coca-Cola was one of those pies. So I've currently got 2 shares of Coca-Cola, currently sitting at a nice 1.59%. So that was one company I bought into separately. Another one was Legal & General. So that's a nice decent one. That also has a nice set of ratios right here. So I've currently got 46 shares of Legal & General. Microsoft is another one I invested into. So these are big companies that pay out good dividends, and they are a solid company to invest in. That the pie doesn't cover. So Microsoft is the big one, just with the new AIs and all that coming out. That's a great one to get into. Legal & General, that is insurance, life insurance, etc. So they've got a nice steady income due to clients always investing. And Coca-Cola, I think they've been paying dividends for over 30 years, and their dividends have always gone up over the last 30 years. So we know that is a solid company just due to the record they got with dividends. Realty Income, that is a big one. So yeah, currently got 2 shares with them, and then Redwood Trust currently have 18 shares with them. So those are the single companies. Those are the single companies I invested £100 into. Redwood is pretty much a gamble for me. The rest of them pretty solid companies. Realty Income is a massive one. They basically own real estate and they rent them out to big companies. So like 7-Eleven, Asda over in the UK, B&Q over in the UK, and a lot of massive stores over in the US. So they basically hold the buildings, and then the shopping centres or businesses rent the properties off them. So they have a pretty solid income every month. I think they've never dropped below like 98% of rent. Their rental properties are always full. So they're a nice solid company. And again, they've always paid out dividends since they've ever started. So again, that's another one. Like I said, Redwood, I chucked my money into them just due to it had a really high yield. So I just put that on there for a little gamble just to see what would happen. But that's basically what I've got so far. But the big one is the pie, and we're looking at the pie today. And it pretty much, so this is the pie. Like I said, I invested £500. So that's low. I think I got, as I put money in, I got like charged or taxed, whatever you want to call it, for buying. But obviously, I'm currently up 2.39% at the moment, so £11. And the dividends have started coming out this week. And so far, I've made 24 pence on the dividends. So hopefully we can go on to here, look at, so these are the dividends that's come in yesterday and today. So today, Apple give me 1 pence. Hopefully that will start building over time, of course. Yesterday, Realty Income, like I said, I've only got 2 shares with them, and that brought me 35 pence. So I'm hoping to build that as much as possible over the coming months. Like I said, every week £20 will be getting into my account, and I'll be chucking that on Realty Income pretty much to try and get that portfolio as high as possible. Start earning that income. I want to get that to £100. So every time they pay out, I'm getting £100. That's the goal. Stag, Main Street Capital, and then a couple small ones here. Agree Reality, 3 pence. AGNC Investments, 9 pence. So a total of 56 pence so far has been paid out dividends. Like I said, it's only been 3 weeks since I started this portfolio, and these are already what's come out. So the first 2 weeks I seen nothing, and then the 10th I got, so it is the 17th today, just to give you an idea. So 7 days ago, so the end of last week, so end of week 2, I got this 9 pence, and then 2 days ago got this one, and then yesterday got all these, and then today I got Apple. So the good thing with the almost daily dividends, the name says it, once this portfolio or this pie starts growing, hopefully I'll start earning a dividend every day. Like I said, I got to keep investing into this pie, get it that basically that number as high as possible, and then pretty much this can grow and then the dividends will start rolling in. Like I said, the more I have in these companies, then obviously the better the income is. So as you can see here, the target is to have 2% of each company. A couple is up, a couple is down, but like I said, £10 on Apple brought me, what was it, 1 pence, 3 pence, something like that. So if I can get that as high as possible, that'll be amazing. Yeah, like I said, I need to get these as high as possible. Pretty much where I own like 1 share of each company, and then we'll start seeing some big dividends in the future. But hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's just a monthly basically update, my first month. So please hit this thumbs up button. Also subscribe, and I'll be making more of these videos in the future going forward. Every month I'll try and put one of these videos together for you guys, and we can see how the portfolio starts growing. Like I said, if you are interested in investing, get yourself on Trading 212. The link will be in the description box below. Get yourself signed up, and then let's start trading together.